go.
Hi!
Hi.
Thank you guys for coming and listening to my benefits of home cooking. Many parents work hard to provide for their family's needs and financial obligations. However, one specific need is not being met in today's fast-paced societal push for economic gain. Family time has become an ancient idea of the past. Many parents today work too hard, and when they come home, they're exhausted to the point that many meals become instant, and in some homes, the dining room table is just another flat surface to collect papers and other materials that clutter our daily lives. With obesity on the rise, the media and various health service organizations tend to cast blame on the parents for supplying unhealthy snacks and foods to our children. These same organizations tend to operate as though the rules they enforce do not apply to them and become indignant when faced with the share of the blame. The reality is that some aspect of the blame does fall on us. We cannot watch what we are eating if most foods come from somewhere other than home. I will show you the benefits that are missed from eating out and buying store-bought ready meals, and how we need to go back to the old school ways and put the family first. One of the benefits that I found, obviously, is saving money. Every time that you go out to eat, you get one meal per person, and the average family can be 4 people, and that meal can cost you anywhere from $30 to $40 for fast food, or $60 for a restaurant. Now, with that same amount of money, you can go to the grocery store and buy meals for a week. And thus, you're also getting to choose what foods you are putting in your family's stomachs. When we eat at a restaurant, we pay not only for the food, but also for the cost of running their business. The lights, the water, the building, and the staff, in addition to the meal we are eating. The same goes for prepaid or pre-made or frozen meals at the grocery store. I didn't think about what else you're paying when you're buying a frozen Stouffer's meal, but you're paying for the business that put that meal together. And that's why so many frozen dinners cost as much as going out to eat. Eating at home allows you to budget properly. A lot of the big push now is going grocery shopping once a month and making a budget of what you want to make, what you're going to need for those meals, and how long it's going to take to prep it. It is healthier for you, that is for sure. Restaurants, both fast foods and otherwise, are known to be notoriously high in calories, sugars, fats, sodium, and carbohydrates, and it is also likely to contain low nutritional content. A lot of preservatives go into the foods that we eat. A homemade apple pie always tastes better than a store-bought apple pie because we don't put all the preservatives into it that these big name companies do. There are plenty of meals that you can prep at home in under 30 minutes, and you can also find a myriad of frozen meal recipes that you can prepare in advance. Again, that goes with saving money. You go to the grocery store and you find all of these meals that you want to make. You prepare them, and then you can put them in the freezer for the days that you're super busy at work, and you just take them out, run them under hot water, or let them de-thaw in the morning, so that when you get home, all you have to do is throw it in the pan. And when we cook at home, we are in control. Portion control leads to obesity. In many of these restaurants and stores, they give you huge plates of food, and there's no way you can finish them. But you feel like you have to finish them because you don't want to take them home and put them in your fridge. And you're spending the money on what you're eating. My final point is family time, and this one was the one I researched most because family time has declined in many households today. Family dinners are an investment in the future health of our children. Bonds can be made at home, and in the old days, they used to always come together around the table when it was dinner time, and even sit together afterwards and just talk or spend time together. The real power of family dinners comes from the conversation around the table. It's more linguistically complex, it's cognitively challenging, it's very engaging, and is an even more potent vocabulary booster for our children than reading aloud to them. When you converse and spend time talking to your kids, they learn how to speak, how to handle things, stresses, bullying, all of these things. If they talk it out with you, you have a chance to help them mature in a proper way, as opposed to letting them go and spend time on their electronics or learn from their other friends who may be bad influences. Which brings me to my next point. When kids are home for dinner, they're not roaming the streets and getting into trouble. When they spend time with you, they have less chance for going out and finding the trouble that's out there. The U.S. media lament the decline of family dinner time and implicate the overscheduled lives of working parents as somewhat responsible for this moral slippage. We, as adults, tend to think that we have to have more, and in order to have more, we sacrifice family time by overworking ourselves. And research also shows that family dinners can also inoculate us against a host of ills, from substance abuse and obesity to low achievement scores and behavioral problems. Behavioral problems are less likely when you invest in your kids and make time to teach them how to act properly. End of the day reunions provide one of the few and thus significant opportunities of the day to show regard and affirm family bonds. The best time to spend with your kids is in the evening because they have so many stories to tell you about their day. And when we are willing to listen, then they are more willing to share. And I think that is a big part of one of the benefits of home cooking. These factors of eating at home only skim the surface of the numerous benefits that are available. When we show an effort to make time for our family, we can improve the damage done by overspending in poor nutrition. Instead of meals that do not reflect love, we can repair the sense of unity and togetherness by simply putting forth the effort of feeding our family well. With more money in our pockets and reducing spending per meal by going to the grocery store, we can save up for more important bills and trips with our family. Also, just as important is the need for better nutrition in our daily lives to protect our children from the different ailments that many suffer from due to unhealthy eating. I think that the more that people invest in dinners at home, with recipes that are passed down from family member to family member, and just being able to share time together will help change some of the attitude adjustments needed in many families today. Thank you guys for listening.
Good job.